Jamie, thanks for joining us on talkSPORT. We're here at the Rothesay offices in London, looking back at that first Rothesay Test match against India. Just what are your reflections a couple of days on?
I think my overriding reflections, I guess, is what a fantastic game of cricket between two great sides. It was entertaining throughout. Sort of both sides had opportunities to win the game, so to come out on top, it's obviously very pleasing.
They often say that cold beer after 5 days of Test cricket is often the best. How did you find it, sitting in the changing rooms after that, and just think of the magnitude of what you achieved?
Yeah, it's fantastic to be able to come away with a win and start the series on a win when the game potentially could have gone a different way is obviously very pleasing. It's not to say we didn't back ourselves to chase that down, but it's not every day that you chase down 370, and I think that shows reward for the guys in the dressing room there and the batting line that we have, but also a lot of praise to the bowlers where at times it looked like we could be chasing 420, 430. I think it's been said that that's the sort of target that India was sort of looking at maybe declaring to set us, so to 50 runs is massive, especially at the last day of a Test match. So the job the bowlers have done is superb as well.
And just take us inside the dressing room, especially during the run chase, especially when they lose 2 in 2 balls. You heard Rob in the panel event say he was quite nervous, but it came across that this England dressing room is quite calm about any match situation, really. Yeah,
I think it was extremely calm in the dressing room, and that's one of the great things about being in this side at the moment is you sort of know that whatever happens, you can lose 2 in 2 balls, but everything's going to stay the same and the messaging's going to stay the same and everyone's going to be nice and relaxed, and I think that gets the best out of people. It certainly gets the best out of me. But yeah, I feel like it was the start that sort of made that chase. You don't expect people to go out and put on 180 for the first wicket. It's the most difficult time to bat. Opening the batting, but the job that the two at the top did there, Zach and Ben, was superb, and that even though the dressing room was calm, that just makes it even more calm and so much more positive that when you get off to a good start like that you really have that full trust.
You mentioned Ben there at the top of the order. You opened alongside him in the ODIs now. Is he the best multi-format batter in the world?
Yeah, I mean, he has to be. His record certainly suggests that, but it's not all about records as well. I think it's doing it in the tough moments, and that was as tough as it can get in a 4th innings chase against India. It's the most pressure you can have now, and he's sort of doing it in all formats, which is very impressive. Playing different shots. It's not just the same things. He's improving his game as well week by week, and he's becoming definitely a leader in that dressing room. I think someone that plays across formats. It does help sort of with the coaches as well, bringing people in. But yeah, he's fantastic.
And one thing about this Test team at the moment, there seems to be as much clarity as it's ever been. You've got an established top 7 now. You've got the bowling attack who all have their different roles. Do you get the sense that there's never been as much clarity as there is now?
Yeah, I mean, since I've come in, the clarity's always been there, and I think that's one thing as a player that you're always after. It makes your job slightly easier, especially at international level, is that added bit of pressure. So to take that off with a bit of clarity, everyone sort of knows what's required of them and what the team requires. And I think that definitely comes down from Ben and Brennan as well, that that's on them. They're the ones that have set that environment and led it through to everyone else. So it definitely makes people feel a lot better and at ease playing international cricket.
And just a couple more on yourself. You've had a sort of whirlwind 12 months, not only on the field but off the field as well. But you look at, you're now opening in the ODI side. You batted 3 at the Champions Trophy. You bat 7 in the Test side. What's it like going from role to role, format to format?
Yeah, it's slightly different. To play 3 formats is slightly different. It's been years since I've played maybe 4-day cricket, list day and T20 because of how the 100's been. So sort of to play all different formats, week by week, has been difficult at times just to sort of adapt your game. But thankfully my game sort of seems to be sort of similar throughout, and I think that does help sort of your role at number 7 of coming in, taking, sometimes you'll be batting with a tail, so taking that positive option sort of comes quite naturally to me, and that helps with opening the batting in the different formats that I've had. And I actually felt that my time opening in the ODIs and also the T20 put me in quite a good space for this, because it allowed me to continue to play cricket rather than potentially have that 10 days off. You maybe lose a little bit of rhythm, but I was able to keep training against international quality bowlers, which is the most important thing.
And finally, Jofra Archer named back in the Test squad this week. I'm not sure if you played against him when he was at Sussex, you're at Surrey, but what's he like to keep to, because you played white ball cricket with him, and just how big a boost is it to the squad to have someone like Joff come back in?
Yeah, it's obviously exciting. A player of that sort of quality, he brings a lot to the side. He's a fantastic bowler. You've seen it over a number of years now. It's not just his pace; he can move the ball, and he's a wicket-taking option. It's exactly what we need for this side moving forward. Is to keep bringing more guys back from injury, and having a good number of fast bowlers available that can come in and make an impact, especially over a long test series like this with games coming thick and fast. There'll be some rotation there, so to have guys available and ready to go will be really important.